Hi, it's Pat Campbell, and it's been about, I don't know, I think it's been at least 7 days since I have been here to uh, talk, share my life with you. And the thing I want to ask tonight is, have you ever felt like you've sort of had that rug pulled out from underneath you and completely slip out of routine and get to the end of a week or an end of a season or end of even a day and feel like, oh gosh, I'm out of routine. Why bother get back into it? Or, it's been so long now, how can I fix this, right? And hey, Joanne, nice to have you with me here. No, yeah, it's Joanne. So thank you. And so this week, I am a registered nurse. I do work full time, love my job, specialty with palliative care. So it is pretty intense work sometimes. Love my people, the families that I come alongside with, but it is intense. And so this week in my rotation, I work evenings, which means that I am the only one in the agency and filling a lot of things. And that's fine. I don't mind the transition and the change and having my morning and afternoon to myself before I head off to work. However, this week started with an early conversation on my first day of work by my manager, who wanted to address what was a perception of me speaking, well, apparently I sounded rude one day, and I also sounded condescending another day to some coworkers. Now, that's not very easy to hear. And, frankly, I did say to my boss, gosh, and she knew it was not my intention. She also knew that we are doing a whole bunch of transition right now in that we're moving from 2 positions to 1. So anyway, I'm working in stress. But it's my responsibility, wherever I am and however I am, to manage my own stress level and my response to that stress. And so I want to say, and whether like here at home with my spouse and my family, and at the end of the day, the conversation that we had, it got all sorted out, and we're good with that. Lots of things learned, and that's all fine. All that to say, though, it kind of took my rug out from underneath me in sorting out who I am and how I am and what I want to be in all situations. And, so I have some good work to do with that. And somebody gave me a like, and I appreciate that, because this is not an easy topic. I think I talked about this somewhat a few weeks ago in that I was talking about, are we short in our conversations with the person who supports us the most, who loves us the most, because we're so intense in the focus that we have in our online business, that we turn around and we kind of snap at our significant other. Not necessarily snap, but we're not talking in the same tone of voice and the same camaraderie, the same whatever, because we know that they love us unconditionally and support us unconditionally, and will take whatever we give them. And that needs to be our best, come to think of it. So this week, I've been on a roll to do these kind of conversations nightly or daily or whatever. Had an opportunity during the day to do this, but somehow the day just kind of flew by, and I got into my work shift, which ends at midnight, which I didn't come home and do my live. What I want to focus on, my message tonight is, we are moving into a very busy week, a wonderful week when we are bringing family and friends together. Most of us as, women in the household are preparing. I'm cutting up some fruit for the Christmas cake, which, could be done a month ago, but it's being done tonight. And stress levels can rise as people are traveling, last minute preparations, perhaps, family dynamics, whatever else. And in the midst of that, we're coming to our year end, if you're in business, and wanting to rock that out as well. I saw in Facebook today, and yesterday as well, iPhone kind of gives a heads up or a 5-star or something to an app called Calm. 15 seconds of doing nothing, watching the snowfall or the rainfall or whatever. And I think it behooves us to find a few minutes of just sitting, watching the tree lights, or sharing some eggnog or wine or tea or whatever it is you prefer with somebody that you love, and just enjoying the moment. And when things pile up, when things throw a curveball at you, remember, and I'm remembering and learning this, that we take a big deep breath, step back, and wait that 15 seconds if we have to, or 10, or 5, whatever, and then respond. That'll be my lesson to me when someone is, in a consultation mode or whatever it is, so that I can frame my response in a way that is well received. And so I want to be the same wherever I am, whether it's chatting with you here, whether it's working in business with my good customers and business partners, whether it's with my spouse or in my workplace. So that's my message for tonight, and it wasn't particularly easy to, always show, having to, to show that side that happens. But we got through the week, and at the end of the week, actually, I was returning my phone and the bag, the equipment bag and stuff, and my boss, my manager, ran by and just kind of gave me a really nice rub on the shoulder. And I think that that spoke lots to me in terms of stuff being resolved, understanding of circumstances, communication being clarified, and all the rest of it. And we can do that. We can have a healing touch, we can have a quiet word, and move forward. So thank you for everyone who watches this recording. For those of you who have joined me live, I sure appreciate that. It is December 23rd tonight, just a couple more days until we have that wonderful holy day as we celebrate Christmas, Christ's birth. And I do wish you all the best and blessings if that's a holiday that you celebrate. And for each of you, that as you gather with your family, that it is a safe time and a happy time. Okay, good night. We'll talk to you again. And tomorrow night. Good night. Oops, that's the wrong button.